Hello, this is Jer, playing the new DLC, Frosty Planet, and Oxygen Not Included. Working on the carnivore achievements, as well as just generally surviving. And I'm thinking to myself, I've got this room with these Bambini eggs and Phlox eggs. Why don't I put in a shearing station? And as much as I want meat, if I'm able to be patient and wait 5 cycles, assuming that's how long it takes these critters to become adults, I'll get some resources out of that if I get a shearing station in here, actually. Shearing station is with... I can move that wall over, I guess, by 1. That's going to get wood from the Phlox critters. And reed fiber from these guys. Let you go out. Actually, maybe we'll even put that... Oh no, we're actually gonna be... Never mind, we're gonna get rid of that wall. I see some hydrogen here. Probably makes sense. Do this. Does mean, though, I want this to be a room. So we're going to close this area off. Oh, do the same thing here. Let's tear down the wall. Hopefully no one jumps over this in the meantime. I think we're good. Engineer, are you thinking about doing just that? You were! That rancher can destroy all this. Okay, let's put in that shearing station. Oh, you don't have metal. You need to go out. That's fine. So we'll do that. Provide some power. Provide some light as well. Get this built a little quicker. How about we disable this and allow all the dupes temporarily in here to get this built. And I'm thinking to myself, I would like to get shearing stations built in each of these stables. But why don't, instead of doing that, I temporarily transport some of these guys, especially if they're groomed, down in here, so that rancher can do some shearing, and then bring them back. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to try doing once this is created, of course. Just a little bit of wiring left to do. I'm going to wait to see if I can get you to be an adult before I convert you to meat. So I can get you through the shearing station, make some wood. Well then, shall we give this a try? Up here, I'm going to... Oh, I guess I'll leave that alone. I'm going to say drop eggs back, but everyone here stop going in. And I want at least one other dupe that has the critter ranching skills. Don't want to have to rely just on rancher. Oh, I can look at the hats, can I? Builder. Builder is the other one. So builder, you're no longer allowed here. But you can go in here now. So click on this guy. Let's just try one. This guy is tame. He's glum though, so don't want to take him. This one is groomed. for one side. Oh, this is perfect. Good. I'm going to take you down here and make that a priority. So much to choose from. There we go. Maybe that wasn't the right spot to drop it. Anyway, that's fine. So either builder or rancher should be going up there, sending them down here, getting them to the shearing station, and then I'll bring them back, hopefully before their one cycle wears out. Maybe builder is even already on the way. Haha, look at that. This paint is doing some grooming. Builder's doing some wrangling. They're immediately picking them up. Giant critter. Able to fit in a small little bag. Paint has a skill. We're going to give them critter ranching rank 2. Builders Frosty slowed down a little bit since they've got so cold. I think the idea is whatever task they were doing, they have to complete even if they're in the frosty state. So they should be running now to the wood heater. So the more further away they have to go and come back, if they get cold, could be inefficient. Up the priority to this. We'll see if we can get some material from you. One of these Bamini eggs have arrived. It'd be good to get that incubated. So, builder, rancher, one of you, please, in here. This builder is in here. Giving this egg an attention. Oh, and rancher. Awesome. Look at this, look at this. Oh, and builder's tired. Oh, don't go to bed there. Don't go to bed there. All right. So we see the lullaby effect. Oh, awesome. So that has given us 5 reed fibers, but let's not forget to send you back. This rancher's going to pick you up and send you down. And I'm going to click on all these eggs, except for the one that has the lullaby effect. If I can find that. Cancel that sweep. For research, I'm thinking of a metal refinery, because that is not only going to be more efficient for conversion of metal, but also generate a little bit of heat. Since we've got this important setup here, which is converting ice to water, I can get rid of this pump. Oh, hold on, we don't have power to the pump below. Well, that's an easy fix. Guess there's no point in going through this crazy loop anymore. Actually, I can just simply do this, couldn't I? There we go. And builder is up here, so we can do some of these eggs. Let them replace the eggs, just to make sure that they don't pick up the egg that has a lullaby effect. Oh, did they grab them all? Oh, well. Oh, and you're hungry. Alright, go away. We'll wait for either rancher or builder to come back. One thing that I suspect is going to be a problem if we heat up this whole area, which is my goal, is a lot of these snow tiles are going to be replaced. Or melt away. So let's go and replace all of them now instead of when it's kind of too late, including the ice tiles. Focus on the kitchen. I want an outage to be minimized down here. Gonna Bambini. I've got to decide. 30,000 calories. Actually, and almost no. Do I focus on the barbecue achievement or the carnivore achievement? Or do I wait? Do I push it and wait 5 cycles? Ugh. You know what? I think we're going to get the meat. And the reason is I can still pull. In fact, let's look at this guy. Groomed. 0.7 cycles. Let's move them in. Let's do a hunt on this guy. That could actually slow down the kitchen or slow down the need of that micro musher. Plus, concentrating on the carnivore achievements, not a bad thing in my mind. I've got an alert that a building has melted. I'm actually not sure what one it's referring to. I guess maybe there was something here. Anyway, we better do some mopping. Maybe it was just replaced in time. But yeah, it is pretty warm actually. I did not expect that. Oh, as we're building these blocks, that actually warms it. That's what's happening, isn't it? Fair enough. Get another one of these critters in here. I'm sure if you could go back. There's some work in here for you to do. Excellent. Look at this. Working together. Let's see if I can trap builder in. Let rancher out. I think we need a place for all this water to go. Do that at priority. Let's get rid of this. That way when we do a mop up, we can try to get some of that ice out of the way. We've got some skills here. Minor, usually I want to get minor a construction skill after they've gone through 3 of those. Baker. Running. Excellent. +2 to athletics. Move you. Okay, if you could not. Okay, I should trap them in there. There we go. And I'll get this critter back in their stable. And then we'll move on to the next. Checking you, groomed for 1.4 cycles. Excellent. You're a good candidate. Move here. Research has been done on the metal refinery. Let's not build anything out of ice. The metal refinery actually won't fit there because of this. I'm going to hold off on any new dupes for the moment. Just have to decide where I want to put that metal refinery. I could put it here, but I would want to bring heavy watt wires over, which actually may not be a bad thing since we've got this guy. Maybe we'll do that. And I see that since we're warming this up, this might be one of the first things that go. So we should probably act now. The metal refinery. Let's see, where should I put this? Put that right there. Have a dupe sensor. We'll have a light. Maybe a bin to store some material. In some heavy watt wire line. How do we get across here? Might as well do this as well. We'll take this out. And we'll put in a heavy watt wire joint plate there. Mesh tile there. Don't want to make this connection happen just yet. This will be separated. We will put in the rest of the flooring here to make sure that this doesn't melt. Probably be converting iron. Maybe put in 2 tons of that. Iron ore. Let's get you back. And you're groomed 4.8 cycles. We should be okay. So in addition to the wiring, we also have to have liquid. Oh yeah, there's all this mess. Let's tear that down. Astronaut, what do we give you? Good question, actually. I don't want to be limited by digging through things, so maybe another dupe that can dig through granite. So these guys are tearing this down. We think we can get away. Maybe I'll have an insulated pipe that goes in. Actually, if I have it go through the liquid, I'm pretty confident I'm not going to have an issue. Let's just be safe outside the liquid. And we'll dump liquid out right there. So from this point on, we shouldn't be using this guy for producing metal. No, someone made this guy halfway there. Builder is finishing the job. Probably have a bunch of eggs to incubate again, don't we? Excellent. Let's do that. Maybe we'll get Builder trapped in so we can get some work with them done. There's one okay, actually it's Builder that's stressed out. Ooh. To deal with stress, there's two options. Okay, you're hungry, you gotta go, I guess. Which means you're not completing the job. Oh well. Rancher should be in. But I'm thinking of two options. I could either get carpeted tile while they're sleeping. That'll give them stress reduction. But the other option is better clothing or warmer clothing. How are we doing for food? Leave you alone for now. Maybe we'll try 3 dupes. Paint also is a dupe that can go... let's stop paint from going in here. Paint, you can go in here now. Okay, so let's see. Let's bring you back up. Someone do that for us. And then I'll incubate some more eggs. With more dupes that can go in that room, I can multitask. So I'm going to get one of the dupes to drop this guy in while I do some eggs here with Builder. Again, I'm choosing between barbecue meat and getting some material from this guy. Actually, I'm thinking... Actually, I think they are born without their coat, aren't they? If I recall correctly, anyway. So we should have one guy, one man... Oh, someone's not feeling well. So we have got one being delivered. I'll hold off. Oh! That's where I had the ladder. Okay, I can just get a ladder right here instead. And that's why these pieces here aren't being built. There. Getting a behemoth. I'm just ignoring these little flock's eggs. Since these guys really are the star. Okay, so with that, we'll send you back to your steeple. How are you, Wild? You are groomed for 0.2 cycles. I'll wait a little bit longer for that one. Actually, I'm not even sure it matters because technically they're crammed in here anyway. So we just want to minimize the amount of time the Bamas spend in here. Just enough to get some reed fiber. Researchers installing this here. Okay, so once this is done, okay, pause it. I'm going to disconnect this. And this is important that none of the smaller circuitry is connecting or touching. Okay, so we have a full isolation. Now, I can connect the heavy watt wire. It's given all of this power. We can get rid of this line, that little thing. And technically, we've got this guy here, which isn't even being used anymore. But I'll keep it on reserve. It'll probably be needed in the future. Another dupe that can run a little bit quicker and better usage of the Atmo suit once we get those built. Now I've got to decide, what do I spend my reed fiber on? Atmo suits or warmer sweaters? Let's not forget the actual ice locations that might melt. Got to connect this. There we go. Let's set this to be 30. Okay, I just realized why you are. Do you have any food in here? Alright, that's right. I don't think I intended this to be a stable. But that is a critter that we could move somewheres. If I can find a spot, I'll have a look. You look like you looking for food, but you just ate. Oh, that's right. We're not making mush bars because I forgot to put in the, oh, that's where the ladder, What am I going to do with this setup? Because I want to have a ladder that goes down just in case we need to get there. But I also to install a pitcher pump right here. Let's get rid of this. It's nice to see this system shut off. Basically, water got up to this level. I said, okay, don't need to melt any more ice. Turn this down. I guess if I really need down here, I could just destroy this tile temporarily. I guess that's what we'll have to do for the time being. Thinking it might actually be easier to move these guys here than their meat. So do that. So a lot of these guys have been shaved. This guy here is moving down for the same thing. We've got a team of dupes ready to go. We've got some food here, and I'm thinking maybe it's time to build a deep freezer. Can take advantage again of the dupe that has mechatronics engineering skill. It's going to be making stuff out of granite tiles, not ice. My plan is to switch this out for a great hall and put the kitchen over here, put the deep freezer down here. I'm going to start with digging this all out. Make a little bit metal. And our new metal refinery. So we're going to need an auto sweeper for this setup. Where did you come from? This stable, I would think. You can come up next. Looking at calories, we're low on barbecue meat, so we'll do this. I see some mush fry. I'm trying to avoid eating the mush fry now, since we want to be making progress towards the carnivore achievement. So I'm going to choose a place way down here for that to be stored, since we don't have our deep freezer going just yet. Where do we have some granite? Might be a smart idea to dig out some local material of that. Now that this guy has had a shave, we're going to actually move them to a new stable. Right down here. I'm going to put the end of the Great Hall here. Some airflow. And put the ceiling right up there. Get rid of that ice, because that's going to melt at some point. And we're going to open up this area for the kitchen. We'll carve out a spot down here. I'm going to be careful not to disrupt this guy, though. That should do. A little bit tough to breathe, so we're opening this up a little bit for carbon monoxide to flow down. Might even want to add an electrolyzer around here, just to help things out. here's what I'm thinking. We'll get an electrical grill right there in the kitchen. We're going to put an auto sweeper that can grab... Hold on. No, I don't want to have access right there. I need to push that down one. Put an auto sweeper right next to it. Actually, hold on. Maybe I do put that there, but we just move it over. Then we move the electrical grill over. So I want to make sure this auto sweeper cannot access this tile where I put the food collector. Have an auto sweeper that can access what's cooked, but not access what's in the deep freezer down here. We'll open up this area, holding off until Chef builds these two tiles. Oxygen levels looking alright for the moment. It would be good to open up this area. Just a bit. Actually, let's open this up as well. Get that carbon dioxide out of the way. Got lullabied eggs, that's good to see. That might not have been the best spot because I might want lighting there. We'll put in that after. So I believe how this is going to work. This guy can access this tile. Actually not 100% about this, but anyway, we'll give this a try. I think that should be one lower, maybe. Never remember exactly how this is set up. See if someone could dig this out for us, whether this is actually right or not. Baker's taking their breath, cutting away that iron ore. Okay, no. Maybe it should have been like that. Well, it's not artwork, but paint's doing a little carving. I'm gonna find out here whether this... Oh no, this doesn't work either. Okay, maybe this thing has to be lower. Or I have to... The trouble is, if I put these two tiles like that, I'm not gonna have this area accessible. I think this is what I'm going to try to do. Let's move this over by one. So that's still going to access this. Get rid of this one. So I think we've got to hit both sides like that. That, I think, is what we're looking for. Little ladder right there to get across easily. And down in here, this is where we'll create our deep freezer. As long as we still have access after this is built, this should be good. Come on, paint. Yes, so I could have either one of those tiles set up. We will take that and set that right there so this guy can access this. Plus some fridges that are located down here. We'll do some insulation around this. So these two tiles are going to be filled with hydrogen. We'll put that in later. Have some more metal tiles here. I'd like to take the time to put 2 thermosensors in. We also want to put the conveyor rail so that dumps food right here. That comes in from this guy. Insulate around. Make this a metal tile slab. So we've got in our automation wires. We'll put in our conveyor rail. Oh, gas. We want some radiant pipes to push through this. That out of the insulated igneous down like that. And in our first fridge, in this new kitchen area, I've actually been smart to install that later. We need to find a source for hydrogen. Well, we've got lots of that. Jump over this oxygen. A bit of a difficult construction here. Miner, you look like you're stuck. Let's prioritize on getting that built. I guess you can do some digging while you're waiting to be freed. Okay, you you are in trouble. How much room do we have? I want to insulate down here and here. Start like this. And then we'll put in the slab after, then we'll put the insulated tiles underneath that. We're going to be able to go after this is built there, miner. Of course, you might just be happy continuing on. You do have the... Oh, they have the coat. Yeah, they're not going to have an issue. Freezing anyway. Oh, that might be a bad idea. What can I do? Help you guys, I think. I'm just gonna open this temporarily. It's gonna disrupt this guy's stable. He's got groomed effect, 4.8 cycles. But at least you've got a place there to breathe while everyone's building this. Everyone's helping out. While this is being built, how about researchers starts working on hazard protection? Just before researcher begins that, why not give them a +2 to science? Decided to put the cooling system here, thermoregulators, right at this location. We'll start off with bringing in the heavy watt wire line to connect those two guys. Putting in the piping here. So essentially, if we don't have cooling that's needed, we're going to go up like this. We'll go out like this. And we need to have it up and a down line. That should do. Got to take the temperature of this though. Have that gauge whether these machines are on or not. I think all the construction is done here. Just make sure that we've got hydrogen. If I fill this in, I'm pretty sure that we'll have just hydrogen up here. Check once it's actually there though. These guys have their coat back again already. That's nice. Okay, let's bring them down one. Bring them both down at the same time this time. 1 and 2. And the few guys that are in there. I guess we'll let them stay. How are we? Oh, yeah, we need to do an attack. And we short iron, that's not a problem. So it is starting to warm. Looks like we've got hydrogen everywhere, so we can fill this in. What is happening here? I assume as one of the dupes is carrying this guy down, they're getting stuck. You know what? We'll open this up. Make sure we get a ladder right here, though. Guess that's something to look out for with these guys. Not that I normally would be carrying them around. This is just because I'm getting them to be brought down here. Just notice scale growth is 63%. The amount of time required for this critter to regrow its scales change. Yeah, okay, I should have checked that. Kind of don't like how the animation or the visuals make it kind of look like it's ready to go when it's not. But anyway, I was wondering why no one was sharing them. Curious what we need for scale growth. It looks like after they eat, it goes up. So it's 0 now, but it said just eat and was increasing. So as long as they've got some food, they should be regrowing. Let's look at these guys. 75% there. It is just 8, adding 10% a cycle. going to find a way to load in hydrogen. I think we'll do that right there. We'll separate this here and here. I think this is good. This will be good to go after this is all built, I believe. We should do this automation wire soon. Good. You can see hydrogen flowing. Let's say if the temperature is above minus 30. Do some cooling. Maybe even minus 33. It's going to start to bring the temperature down. Oh, it already is actually pretty cold, which is awesome. All right, well, that being the case, add in some extra insulation. And then we'll add in transformer right about here. This is going to be dedicated for the kitchen. So we'll have the heavy watt wire go into it. And we'll have a regular wire go up. From the transformer, that's going to visit anything here that needs some power. Just to be different, how about we, instead of using lights, move this up so we can see in the kitchen. I'm expecting carbon dioxide to be around. But we destroy this. We can put in some mesh tiling right there. And open this area up. We want to put in a notification system on the fridge. Put in that filter with an alert, so we can be notified if there's no fridge, no food in here. Oh, we don't have notification. That is something I definitely want to get. Where is that? Am I sure I don't have that? No T. Okay, give me a sec. I found it. N-O-T-I, not N-O-T-E. So I'll have to add this later, but I can put in the wiring for the meantime. I'll put in an alert if the fridge is not warm enough, not cold enough. I think now, don't see why we can't move this guy down to the kitchen. Start using this. I'll take all the settings here, copy that, bring that in there. I won't destroy this one yet, but I'll disable it. Knock everything out of the fridge here. And a fridge right next to this guy. Would be good if we could get some carbon dioxide up here. Should I just wait for that naturally? Yeah. I'll just wait. I'm going to put in... Oh, I don't have the ability to clean the air. Okay, I guess that's coming later. So we want cooking ingredients. Edible. Keep them coming. Oh, I was supposed to put the quartz here, wasn't I? You know what? Let's change this up. I'll put the fridge right here, and I'll move this guy just above it. Wait a minute. There's a quartz there, but probably... Oh, stop. I didn't know you could do that. That's kind of cool. You can put a... I don't know if that's because I tried to build two things at the same time. Fortunately, I destroyed this, but we can rebuild that. And this fridge doesn't need power. It's just a temporary hold. Engineer. Okay, so there's now 2 dupes that can do mechatronics engineering. Always helpful. We'll do super duper. We'll give you carrying. I'm gonna get this thing built because that's the part that actually puts stuff in the freezer. Make sure giving a thumbs up to Baker. And Miner is happy. Baker, you're getting all the compliments today. Probably has an effect. They're being appreciated. -5% recycle. Because this is rebuilt, I have to remember to reapply the settings on this. Be knowing if all the food just stayed on the floor. So anything that's edible or cooking ingredients... Bring in there. Oh yeah, we need an auto sweeper. Thinking of doing some insulation. Start here. Actually gonna go underneath like this. We're gonna insulate all around the base. We'll just start over here. This might need a little bit of ladder help. Oh, I want to be careful about not making a path between these. Let's just do this. Prevent that from happening, make that a priority. Checking that you're getting a lit workspace. You are. Hope we get some eggs to do. Now that we've got this auto sweeper, all the food that Baker and Chef has been cooking is making its way down here. Gonna make sure that we supply this with some edible barbecue meat. Move this guy over here. And so this is what when this guy grows, they actually don't have their scales. I'm assuming they're at 25%. Since that's an adult, I could either put them in a stable if one needs to be repopulated, or we could just make meat. I'm thinking in this case we're just going to make meat. Unless I let them feed. That would redo their scales, but I don't think we're low enough to bother with that, to be honest. Let's just bring them down here. But nice thing is I can actually get as much meat as I want created at the same time because we've got a deep freezer. Research has been complete, so we'll move along and do air purification next because it'd be nice to get a little bit of cleaner air. We'll build a new exosuit forge. Put a light right there. Maybe a bin. The input material. The sensor so these guys can see. And of course, power access. I think it would be pretty easy to set up a stable up here, so why not do that? Just have to decide where exactly. Let's put that right there. Probably too big. Assume that's a plant. Yep. No real reason to delay attacks. It's time to start the big insulation project. So we're going to insulate around here. We'll go up in this direction. Let's see, for the time being, we don't need this area for a good while, so we're going to go like this. To get this complete, though, I think we might need to do that. Get a ladder going up this way. I've traced out an insulation line that goes just about all the way around the base. Actually have to dig out a little bit more igneous rock to complete all of this, but that's alright. We've got plenty of that to be able to do. So we're going up here. We've got some ladders here to get up. Start over on this zone. Create a ladder right here. Continuing down. We're going to insulate it along this line. And we're going to lower this at some point. But we can create... Oh, we need more iron. Create 33 pieces of that. And the idea here is I'm going to replace these guys with Atmo suits. Start to generate a few of these. But we start with 4. My thinking is I'm going to put one set of Atmo suits at the lower end, and I'm going to set another one up here. So we'll get a north and a south entrance for those. This is weird. Some snow has fallen on this, and it is suspended the Spambini egg. I think that there's an infinite loop that's been created. Let's put this airflow tile in right there. So we want to get this critter. Might as well move them towards the kitchen. I'm extending the break for each of the dupes. I'm a little bit worried that now that they're further away, they're not getting enough time to go to the washroom, find something to eat. We'll see if this helps bring down the stress level a little bit. Builder is at the top of the level of stress.
Stress level is probably not made better with all the water that's on this floor. We should definitely get that cleaned up. Builder is not happy. They have low morale. Okay, they're just starting a 3-hour break, so maybe this will improve things for them. Builder has found time to spend in the great... Oh, well then. Okay. No, not quite. I guess that would... that could explain why some of the stress is happening as well. We don't have a great hall. I see some polluted oxygen hanging out near the fridge, and that's not a cool thing. So we'll build a deodorizer. Maybe make that a bit of a priority thing. Checking out this stable. This critter can only actually eat one of these plants. So I'm actually going to flatten this so they can at least get access to 2. Some insulated tiles going in on the top of the base. See, Builder has, maybe not anymore, but they had cold bedroom. And this is their cot. I'm wondering if that's actually just a bad spot. Maybe it makes sense to move this over. It's not super easy just to throw that cot there. Their stress is slowly going down. Now that they've got 3-hour breaks. I would like to insulate up here. In particular, I think these 2 are going to be challenging. We're going to do them quickly, though. We're going to disconnect this. Just to make sure this pump doesn't go off, because I can see oxygen and carbon dioxide could come down. Rancher's installing the first of these 2 tiles. In fact, a little bit of snow is going to fall down. We'll just make sure that doesn't land on anything important. Ooh, racing some stuff down. There we are. Let's make sure that gets dug back, as well as this. Okay. With this patched up, put in an automation wire connection back. And just notice this could go probably to this point at least. Bring that fire pole up. I think I'm going to, let's just verify that they don't have a cold bedroom at the moment. Should be alright. Well, we are going to be warming things up pretty soon with this setup. I think I'm going to go take a break. And then the next episode, let's skip a skill out before that. Oh, several skills, actually. I'm going to be getting exosuit, so exosuit training would not be a bad idea. A builder. Maybe I'll go towards demolition. I don't think I have any dupes that have that ability yet. Paint will give you carrying. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully I will see you next time, where I will turn on the heating system so we can heat up this whole area, build some Atmo suits, and then maybe explore some stuff outside of this little region, because I have not, there's a salt water geyser. I haven't really dug out any geysers yet. Curious what's inside that. I'm also curious. Have a look at that. We'll look at that soon. Is there any other stuff? Just cold biomes. We could get another one of these guys, though. We've got tons of meat. Actually, speaking of which, I've been kind of ignoring the carnivore achievement just simply because everyone's just eating tons of meat anyways. But just curious where we are on that. 259, so almost 300 of 400. Yeah, that should be easy enough. Any other things? There's another... Oh no, it's just one plant. Vending machine, probably not the most useful thing. Alright, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.